Dawson Show, the place for soulful, spirited women to grow, to dream, to create, to shine their own way in life and in business every single day.
Beautiful friends, welcome back to the podcast. And today is going to be a very special episode. It's going to be something a little bit different. I had an idea just merely seconds ago, and I said to Tam, I've had a really wild idea, and you can completely say no to this, but what if you let me do like deep, intensive soul coaching for you around a specific goal that you aren't attaining right now? It's a huge thing to be coached publicly and to be open to sharing your energy in that way. And Tam being Tam, of course, said, yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Yeah, I'll be in.
I did pause a little bit. I paused to allow a little bit of thought and a little
Good
bit
on
of
you.
internal guidance, and just
Mhm.
kind of went, is this going to be okay for me in where I am right now? And, how am I deep down with that? And I was just like, oh, it's just a green light. And if you're watching the video, I'm actually wearing a very green jumper. So, this comes as no surprise.
Deeply
So,
green. Yes. An
very
absolute
green.
green flag of a jumper. So I wanted to do this to give people a little bit of a taster for the kind of coaching, the deep levels of coaching that I'm doing in Grow Mastermind. And I'm also even bringing it into our monthly group coaching calls in the academy as well. I used to just be very like rapid fire. People ask me questions and I'd be like, this is the answer, this is the answer, this is the answer. And what I've discovered after decades of doing this, like people would come to me and say, I want to do this. And I'll be like, okay, here's how to do it. And then they just wouldn't do it. Or they'd
It's amazing.
do it and not get the results that they wanted. And it frustrated me. I was like, why? What is happening? What is happening? And then realizing I needed to go even deeper and work out what's happening under the surface and help people get free from that so they can actually do the thing they want to do and get the results that they want as well. So, Tam, did you want to share the specific thing that you would like to pay attention to, look at, clear today?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So at the moment, I am marketing something that is getting no response.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the past, my marketing's been patchy. This year, my mantra is marketing above all else. So I've been marketing every day in different ways, multiple ways every day. The offering is a 6-month group container, and it is for something that people have asked me for. So I know people want it. It is for specifically the more self-discovery type stuff that happens around the edges of the writing groups that I run. So it's the writing prompts where it's a bit more soul searching and reflective. It's like guidance, intuitive guidance. It's oracle card pulls. It is witnessing each other in that community and really building that inner solidity so that our voices can be stronger in our work. So they're the things that people have reflected to me are really what they get out of the writing groups. But it's the stuff that happens on the edges of the writing groups, because we do it kind of at the very end for 10 minutes, as opposed to spending the time doing the nervous system regulation and then all of these things. So I've had people go, yeah, I really want to. Let me know when it's happening. And something's not landing.
Mm-hmm.
And it does feel internal blocky type stuff. Maybe stepping into that role is doing something to me that I don't know about yet. Maybe, I'm feeling a little hesitant. I'm not sure at the moment. And, I am tweaking my marketing. I am, reaching out to people. I am emailing. I am posting on social media. I am, there are a lot of things that I am doing. with different messages across different platforms and different ways of talking about it and, and stuff. But it just feels something's not clicked in it.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
that's what I'm bringing today.
Beautiful. I love that.
Oof. Oof.
So, I think the best place to start, if you're open to it, is we will just have a moment with our bodies. So, if you want to close your eyes and you can put your hand on your heart or in your belly. And so, the way that we're going to begin is by calling a circle of our inner selves, our younger selves. And so, this is a circle in our heart of ourselves from age 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to our current age. And then wrapping around that circle behind us is all of our elder selves from next year onwards, just holding the space for our younger selves, looking on, witnessing with support. And then around that circle is all of our guides, angels, benevolent ancestors, all adding this extra cushioning of love and witnessing right here. And so, in this space of this circle, we just want to drop in the diamond of this. So, the diamond of you have this new offering, people have asked for it. It's going deeper into soul work with people, and it's not landing. And so, when we're looking around this circle of younger selves, is there any younger selves that have big feelings come up around this, who become dysregulated, who feel anxious, afraid?
Yeah. Yeah. It feels my 13-year-old self is a little
Mhm,
bit,
mhm.
don't know about this.
Yeah. And so we offer her the opportunity to say what she's feeling right now. We're all going to hold her and listen to her in that. What's this bringing up for her? How does this feel?
It feels very exposed and unsafe. Like, yeah, she wasn't having a fabulous time at school. Everywhere felt like she was walking around without any skin on, basically. Just
Mhm.
everything, it felt exposed, vulnerable, raw,
Yeah.
and doing something that's out of the ordinary and out of the familiar is an invitation to feel that way again.
Hmm. Of course. Hmm. And I can feel myself, knowing you and loving you, like how much like part of me, it's just like wants to just like reach out and love her and like appear like a little ghost friend beside her. Like, don't worry, I'm coming. We just got born on different sides of the country. I promise
Yeah.
you. I promise you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also,
You were just in a terrible bogan high school where no
that's
one
right.
really did out of the ordinary shit. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm. And I want to offer up things to her. So, would it feel good to her if we created like a little egg sanctuary around her, that just like a big egg of light. And so her nerve endings were all safely ensconced in them. And it was all reflective. And so other people's shit coming her way just got reflected right back. And somewhere in her spirit, there's this knowing like, I might be alone right now, but my older selves and my future friend is thinking of me and loving me.
She's I kinda I'm sort of fascinated because she's like, "No, it's just no, you just don't do the thing." And I'm like, "Yeah." Like, "Oh, mate." Oh,
Right. No, that's completely legitimate and fair.
I love
That,
your black and white thinking, my
yes.
darling younger self. Oh my God. No,
Yeah.
it's simple. You just don't do it.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Keep your
Don't
head
do
to the
it.
ground, young lady. Just,
I get to just stay where I am and you get to not do the thing because I just stay like this. And I'm like, yeah,
mhm,
maybe we
mhm,
can, negotiate
mhm.
a retreat of some kind, like a little cubby or something. You know, it it doesn't have to shut you off completely.
Yeah, that's completely fair. And
Mm,
also, we want her to know, like, she is not responsible for running this thing. She is not responsible for doing this thing. That's not her job as a teenager. Her job as
mm.
a 13-year-old is to play, have fun, read a lot of books, create a sanctuary of her own. And we are happy for her to have that space built in your body right now. So, what would be like her dream hangout?
Oh, definitely a library space that's
Yeah.
only accessible to her.
Yes.
And, just books everywhere, comfy lounging spaces, a window that looks out onto the garden or, some beautiful nature thing. Windows to dream out of, like daydreaming spaces, all of that stuff. Snacks, so
Yes.
many snacks.
Yes. And a big fucking lock on that door. And
Oh,
she's the
yeah.
only one that's got the key.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. How would she feel having this space? She doesn't have to do any work. She doesn't have to take responsibility for anything that's not hers. She doesn't have to care for anybody else. She can just have the most glorious fucking time in her own like little private library in a secret garden.
Amazing. That helps enormously. Yeah, very happy with that. She
Mhm.
has she has stashed the key in her shoe.
Amazing.
Great. Just because apparently pockets are for other things.
Of
Like,
course. Of
I'm
course.
like,
You don't want a
okay,
falling out. We don't want other people knowing about it. This is
no,
completely private and hers alone.
exactly,
And we honor
exactly.
that. We honor that completely.
Me too.
I love that.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
is there
yeah.
anything else that she needs to feel super just so groovy?
Hmm. Just gonna sit and ask her that. No, I'm reading. Go away.
Ah. You've been dismissed.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm reading. Go away. Yeah, and yeah, just I think that relief at not having to be responsible
Mhm.
is a big thing for her.
Yes. One thing that and the one thing that might happen as well is, like, so this is not somebody else's baby for her to care for. So I know that, I don't wanna go into details, but you,
Mm.
at a similar age, needed to look after a baby that wasn't
Mhm.
yours,
Yep.
and, of course, that brought you a lot of love and joy as well. But this 6-month thing is not it's not another baby for her to look after.
No.
It's not a job for a 13-year-old.
Very much not.
Mhm.
This is this is something that I'm excited about as the grown-up I am.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. So it seems like 13-year-old is very happily ensconced away. The door has like the closed, the lock has clicked. She's like, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do, lady. I'm sorted. I've been waiting for this moment.
I am sorted. She's yeah. And and I'm just remembering you know, I did have idyllic periods of time when I was that sort of age where I did just not go to school and I did just read a shit ton of books. Like
Mhm.
I just read and read and read, which these days, yeah, it's hyperlexia. Of course it is. We can see that now. But, back then, so I know exactly the feeling she has. She's just in a world of imagination and books and words, and it's just the thing. Just the thing.
Just the medicine. Just the
Mm.
medicine. I love that. And so still with this 6-month container, this offering of the deep soul work and people not yet saying yes, are there any other younger selves that feel dysregulated by this?
For some reason, and I can't feel into why yet, my 29-year-old self is a little sideways about it. Just there's just a little charge there, and I don't know what that is.
Mhm, mhm. And so inviting her to come and have a little share.
Hmm.
What's happening for her right
So
now?
so 29. 29, I was pregnant with my second baby, with my youngest. And things just felt precarious is the word that's coming through. Precarious. We moved house, and because I'm hypermobile, I had something called pelvic instability, which means that it hurt to walk. My pelvis was just very loose, and all the bones that weren't meant to shift were shifting around all over the place.
Mm.
And I guess it's no surprise that I'm currently healing a sprain of the coccyx.
Mhm.
How 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 interesting the
Yeah.
parallel right now. So I am also shuffling around right now with the outer manifestation of that slight instability feeling. Um yeah, so it just feels a bit the parallels between going from the familiar, i.e., one child, to having two children, the parallel business wise of going from having my familiar offerings to this new container.
Mhm.
I guess that's where the parallel is.
And this real knocking of the base chakra, right?
Mm.
That
Mm-hmm.
real, that right down at the base of your spine where your tailbone is, that
Mm-hmm.
root of stability, of groundedness, of safety, security, very base levels of like the Abraham Maslow, like
Mm.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Just
Yeah.
like I have shelter.
Yeah. Yep.
Hmm.
Shelter, food, and water.
Hmm.
That's the baseline.
Hmm. And you're shifting with that, of course. And so now, would you be open for us just to do a little bit of a energy healing just on your 29-year-old self, just to create a little bit more stability in her pelvic bowl?
Absolutely, yes.
Mhm, mhm. Okay. So, uh, this is the way that I am seeing it, is the energy in that pelvic bowl, the base chakra, is kind of going around in a swirl, kind of in your hips. And um, that is the energy form of how it's supposed to look in your creative bowl. So you're like your your second chakra up, like that. It's supposed to
Mm,
do like a revolution, kind of like that. And that's like all your creativity, your sexuality, all that good stuff. And in your base chakra, it's supposed to be more grounded, rooted, center line down into the earth kind of thing. So just a little rebalance of those energies for them just to be restored back to normal self, just to like original coding. Oh, and also because that creative base, sexual, the mother base has been so strong for you, and it was such a big grounding, like a big,
hmm
the centrifugal force of your life at that point.
mm,
So it's understandable in a time of instability, of not sureness, that your base chakra would start picking up the sacral chakra, like
mm.
energy, and be like, well, that one's so strong. We'll just model that. Like, fuck, that's the only way to get through this kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so true.
Not recognizing that it's supposed to act as like roots down into the earth. Like, you have your place here. You are so needed just as you are. Just aligning everything back. Yeah, the way I'm seeing it is like there's different shapes and energy patterns for each energy center, each chakra going all the way up.
hmm
And they work best when they're in their unique pattern.
Yep, I think they're starting to settle
Mhm.
in.
And just knowing this base chakra, just may it know that it is powerful and strong of its own accord, that it doesn't need to be like anybody else or anything else, just to go with its own coding of how it exists, how it functions, how it is in the world. And then letting that energy flow down your legs out into the earth. And think of your favorite tree. How much its roots kind of tunnel down right into the earth amongst all of the worms, the microcosms, the beetles, the soil, the nutrients, the water, how sturdy it is, and how the branches can waft in the breeze and move in the breeze, but the central force is strong, grounded, rooted right down into the earth. I can hear that cockatoo.
Yep.
The
I
cockatoo.
was like, thank you. Thank you, Cocky. That's
Yeah,
brilliant.
love that.
It's like, crikey, mate. Look at that.
Yeah, good on ya. You be nice and strong, and I'll come and sit on you, and I'll eat you. I'll eat your seeds. I'll strip your leaves. Love you.
100%. Yep.
And of course, in recognizing that we're this strong tree, so much can fruit from us. I'm thinking of your grandfather, who was the incredible gardener, and how his fruit trees would just be heaving with fruit.
Yeah, so much. They wouldn't dare not.
And how when we are have that good rooting down into the earth, when we're nourished, when we're nurtured, when we have the right amounts of water and nutrients, it is only natural for us to have this enormous bounty that can be enjoyed by the bees and enjoyed by the cockatoos. And some of it will fall back to the earth and go on to be composted, and some of it is just brings so much ore and nutrients to so many. And you just feel like a real fucking tree, when you're full of fruit. You're like, look what I made. What I made with my body. So how is that base chakra feeling now?
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I think it's back to baseline where it needs to be.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. How is your 29-year-old self feeling now?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I've just been, going, yeah, there was stuff going on, but you were doing your very best. You really
Mm-hmm.
were. And I just remember being that age and, I really tried so hard on all the levels.
The hardest. You tried the
The
absolute
hardest.
hardest.
Yeah, yeah. So bless past me. That was such an effort.
Yeah. And she created some beautiful fruit
Mm,
from that effort.
yeah.
The bounty of a lifetime from that effort. It's like I have this shirt with a flamingo on it, and it says like the flamingo gets her pink back. And what it's about is that when flamingos have baby flamingos, they turn white
Mm,
and they lose because they've lost all the nutrients out of their system. And then slowly over time, they get their pink back.
mm. Yeah.
And at 29, you're in the deep thick of bringing new baby flamingos into the world and losing your pink.
Mhm.
But it will come back over time. And the bounty that you produced will go on to create whole new forests. Is your 29-year-old self needing anything else right now in order to feel nurtured, solid, held, supported, resourced?
Ooh. Yeah, I feel like there's just something not great.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like a connection of some kind to someone else that's just making things a little hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So I'm seeing it as like a cord out the back. of her.
Mhm.
And it's like pulling her back. She's trying so hard to do all the things the right way for all involved. And she doesn't feel completely free to make her
Mm.
own decisions.
Yep. Yep.
And so, would she be open to cutting this cord and being held in this space?
Yes.
Mhm. Oh, I'm getting the image of like a uh, baptism, but like a water cleansing ritual.
Mm.
And, just like a temple of Deborahs, as they're called, the women folk in their white flowing gowns,
Yes.
and leading her to the water and saying,
Mhm.
"Oh, my love, you were not born to carry this weight. This does not belong to you. We return this cord of connection back to its owner, let it dissolve into the earth for it to be transmuted, transformed into something even more healed and true and right for you. You deserve to be free. You deserve to be supported. You deserve to be loved exactly as you are." And with that, one shuffles forward and offers like a blessing of some kind of ash smoke on the head, right on the where the forehead and the hair meet. And she says, "And from here on out, you belong only to yourself. And that is the greatest gift from the gods that you can receive." And they gently submerge a 29-year-old into the water. And then she's in the water. All that does not serve her, all that weighs her down or holds her back, is washed away and released, returning her to her full sovereignty, her full divinity, her full cleanse. And then I'm seeing they lead her back to the temple and they wrap her in warm blankets. They put her on the most cozy of couches. And so don't worry about the children. The aunties have her. They're all having a wonderful time looking after the babies. It's been a while since we got to play with the babies. And they bring you a big platter of fruit and some steaming tea. And they rub healing oils into your feet, into your shoulders, and into the slight scar at the back where this cord has been removed. And you are safe, and you are loved, and you are held just as you are. And she can stay in this place for as long as she needs. To get her top up, she can return to it at any point in time. She can come dripping with children. And some of the Deborahs will be like, "Oh, beautiful. Let me play with them." And you will return to this temple to be nurtured and loved as woman sisters do, have always done.
Oh, that feels amazing. Oof.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. All right. Does your 29-year-old self need anything more?
No, she does not. She's having a absolutely wonderful time.
Just being hand-fed grapes.
Hello,
Somebody's
thank
even
you.
holding up a book for her to read. She doesn't even have to hold it, and she just turns the page when she's ready. Just the ultimate in luxury experiences. And she can go back there anytime. Just for a little top up.
Yep. Yep. Oh, amazing.
I love that. Okay, so your
Yeah.
13-year-old is very happy. Your 29-year-old self is just in rapturous bliss. And is there any other selves that need support around this 6-month project, that have concerns, that don't feel energetically aligned?
No, I think they're okay. I've just looked around the circle and they're, no one is lit up or is stepping forward or is looking a bit out of sorts.
Something that's coming up for me. So I think the selves are fine now, but I think there might be something ancestral that's happened along the timelines that might be like there's this story of what I don't get what I want.
Yep.
Yeah. So are you happy to go on a little adventure just to clear some of these ancestral lines?
Yep. Yep. I am.
Great.
Yeah.
We'll let
Sorry.
you off.
Whenever I do Ancestral, there's always a few who are like, yoo-hoo, hello, hi, we're over here. Just a little kind of little wave, hello. Don't forget about us. We're here.
I have things to tell you. Could you get a bath, darling, so we can tell you all the things? We've got things to tell you, darling. Darling, 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 we love you.
Like, hi. Like, yeah. It's all right. We're coming.
I love how chatty your ancestors are with you. They're the greatest.
They're so fun, and and I love that it's this is deep work, and I get that, but some of them are so unserious. I love that too. Like, hello, hi.
They're just like the Mrs. Doubtfire meme, like the gif that you have. It's like when she's like got a shaving cream on her face. Oh, hello, darling. Oh, you're back so soon. Oh, hello.
Yeah, they're just hi. I'm like, yeah, we're coming.
I love this.
Oh, okay. Oh, settle petals.
Yeah. They just love the attention. They're like, oh, this is so great. She's time traveling. We get to chat. This is wonderful. Oh, I love clearing stuff. Aren't we so lucky to have a great-granddaughter like this? She just really digs in, gets her hands dirty. She's not afraid to look at the things, She's just, oh, this is wonderful. Oh, darling. Oh, these darlings. Okay. So we would like to ask for your benevolent ancestors' help here. And I can hear how loud they are now that we're they're like, yes, of course we're here. We have some goals. Yes.
Yeah.
So what we're looking for is, okay, first we'll go up so we can see the timelines because it's going to go back a fair way. So we would like to ask for our little friend, the cockatoo's help from before. Our little screecher, and asking if the spirit of cockatoo would like to help us in this journey, or if there's another bird that would like to help, another winged one.
Oh, yeah, I've got Sweetie the magpie is on the way.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
The cockie's sitting there going, what? No, I'm eating your fruit, mate. I'm busy.
They didn't seem very responsive. Like in the scene where I was like, is that? No, of course it's Sweetie, your magpie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweetie the magpie
Yeah.
is along. Thank you, sweetie.
Yeah. And I love that I picked up one feather to put on my desk for this, for
Oh,
this.
look
And
at
it's, of course,
you. Of course it
magpie feather
is.
from my backyard.
Oh, amazing.
Thank you, sweetie. Okay, sweetie, would you be able to help us by lifting Tam up into the air, taking her up, 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 so we can see the timelines of her familiar lines from where this energy of I can't get what I want appears. And so what we'd like to do is along this timeline, and it might come back through different ancestral timelines as well as in, like, of course it splits into lots of different family trees. So we can see all these family trees going back, 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 back. This big tree, of all of the branches going back, 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 back. And what we would like is for any time this incident, this miasma of energy of I don't get what I want has appeared, they like to a light to appear, or your ancestors are also like, we can show cards. We have hankies. We've got hankies. We put our seeds in them. So whatever you would like to do, if you could just help us see the signals of exactly where it has in the line. So we can see all the way back to all of the incidences of where it's begun and it's occurred in the family line. So do you feel like you can see these ancestral lines going back?
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
I do. Once it starts branching, it's just a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yes. I'm seeing it quite intensely. There's like some branches that don't have it at all, and then there's quite a lot that is sort of ridden with it.
Yeah.
And then when I'm looking out at it, what we want to look for is the one that goes furthest back in time.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that one. That one's just sort of a light. I can't see what it is, but I can see a point
Great.
back there that everything branches from.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so, sweetie, could you please help us and go back in time? We'll do a little bit of time traveling and land us right back before this first incident happened. The first instance that your ancestral line felt, well, we don't get what we want. So flying back, 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 back through time, it's quite a long way back through generations.
A long way.
Yeah.
Far out.
Yeah.
We can do it. We can do it.
Yeah. That's right. We'll just keep going back. I've ended up in prehistoric times before with someone, and wherever we need to get, we will get.
Yeah, I'm getting close to it. It feels like it gets a bit harder. It's funny. Come on, it's all right. Okay, yeah.
Right.
All right, I think I'm behind it and it is in front of me somewhere.
Great. Okay, and can you see where you've ended up?
It feels like a large plain of some kind,
Mhm.
It's not a desert,
Mhm.
but there's a vast plain around
Yeah.
me somehow.
Beautiful.
Looking around with my eyes shut. It is
Yeah.
a plain.
Yeah. It's the plane. And can you see any people at all?
No.
No. Okay,
Nope.
cool. I think it might be a prehistoric one. So, um, that's okay. I'm very grateful for Momentum Mastermind because it's taught me how to do the prehistory stuff. Because
That you can land somewhere and
I'll be like, what? No, I know this one. That's fine. It's so
that's
what we're looking
okay.
for.
We've done this before.
Yeah. Yes. Very grateful. So when we land oftentimes we're landing in people times. And so there's specific stories and instances. But what we land in the prehistoric times, what's happening is it's like an energy miasma. It's the very, very beginning of this energy thought form. And so what we want to do is just have a look around and see if there's any miasma of energy. Sometimes they're under rocks, trees, just hiding out in the grass. Some kind of physical representation of this story of we don't get what we want.
All right, I think I'm going to have to wander around a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, nope, I haven't stubbed my toe on a rock yet. It's all.
No.
Oh, okay. Could be an absence of something. Feeling like water would be really great right now, and there's just no water around here. There's grass, like golden kind of swathes of grass. It'd be really great to have that thing that's not here. Poof.
You want this is the funniest message. The thing that I'm getting is like there is an energy, like there's a life force, whether it's the grass or there's a seed or something that's like, I want to grow, I want to evolve, I want to change, and I'm not getting the thing that I want in order to do that. It's like this desire for evolution, this desire for growth, and I'm not getting that.
Well, you kind of need water to grow,
Yeah.
If you're a seed, you kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay. I can find that. Let me find that desire, that seed, that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Moving up the chakral system. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. I can pick up a seed.
Yep.
I can pick a seed up off the ground. Just be like, yeah, you need stuff.
Yeah. So, what does this seed need? Can we? This is such a weird image, and it's totally okay if this is not the right option. But I was wondering if it's like wanting to be put in your mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could spit on the seed, like that'd make it wet. Just like, obviously, this is where we're headed.
This is where we're
I could put it
going.
in my mouth. I'll stick it in my mouth. That's a
Great.
bit better than just kind of licking it.
Mhm.
Yep. All right.
Wonderful.
There we go. I'll just tuck it in my cheek, just
tuck it in your cheek like a little chipmunk. Yeah. Now, as we survey this place and you're just super hydrating this seed, is there anything else that it needs? Like a rain prayer. God, Great Spirit, all that is. These cells, these organisms, they deeply desire growth and evolution, for them to know themselves even more, to know you even more. We ask that this space and this place is blessed with water and all that is needed for it to flourish and bloom in fantastical and beautiful new directions. See, amongst us is this plain of grass. When what wishes to be evolved and grown here is a field of wildflowers, each with their own iridescent colour, each with their own individual way of expression. And they too will then nurture the soil, The bees will come. A butterfly will flap its wings, and the earth will evolve into a kaleidoscope of colour and possibilities. And all of it wishes to do this in order to experience you even more, to forget themselves and remember themselves all at once, to find the divine here on earth. Do you think it might be time for a bit of a rain dance?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm thinking I might take that seed and put it find a spot for it in that soil so that whatever life is happening in this place and space and time it can join that merry dance. So yes, while that dancing happens, I'm going to kneel down and take that seed that has been hydrating and just bury it not too deep and not too shallow, just the right spot. And just cover it over gently, gently with the soil so that when the rains come, it is at the right spot, just the right depth to not be washed away, but to be watered and nurtured. So yes, then nice.
I'm thinking of it's the Beatles song that says, we can't always get what we want, but they're singing it as we can always get what we want.
Yeah.
Just singing that
That's it.
instead and allowing the rain clouds to begin to gather. And if we take flight with Sweetie just to go up, up, up and see the rains slowly move in, watering and nourishing the soil for 1,000 blossoms to bloom. In all the directions.
Nice. Yep. 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 And those blossoms are blooming down on all those timelines, not just some of them. Spreading out.
You're right, allowing and the beauty of those flowers as they bloom, then they throw up more seed and the bees come, they harvest, and the birds take them to the next place, and little by little the rain clouds gather and the seeds begin to flower their way and bloom their way through all of your timelines.
Just the babushkas in the timeline just go, yeah, yeah, they are. Hey.
Oh, you bought us flowers, Tamara. We're so happy. Oh, we love the flowers.
Oh, yes, Yes, it did. Yep.
Yes, you did. Now, tell me if you can see the same thing. So all of these flowers and it's all blooming through the timeline,
Mm.
eradicating the story of we don't always get what we want. And instead, we get the story of a thousand blossoms bloom. Except there's one timeline that's a little bit separate that I can see kind of a little bit further down the tree that hasn't, it's like it can't root into this, like it can't hold it.
Mm.
Can you feel that at all?
Yeah, I can find that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to ask Sweetie to fly us down to it just before
Mm-hmm.
the first instant of it happened. It seems a lot closer back in history times than where we've been.
Mm. Yeah.
For me, it sort of shows up like a black stain or a shadow instead of a like a thriving branch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's, yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Now, is this
Okay.
what I assume it is about your
Uh,
family's history? Or is this
yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I am, yep, landing in just, just off the red square.
Yep. Yep.
At a time in history where you don't really want to be near the red square. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's okay. We can't be seen. It's all right.
Yeah, we're
Um,
completely protected in this space.
that's right. Okay. So this is where my father's father, so my grandfather, um, was surviving uh, Stalin's regime,
Mm-hmm.
and was actually doing some graphic design on a project for Stalin at this point, where
Mm-hmm.
that was quite a dangerous thing to do because if Stalin wasn't happy, he sent you off to be, well, disappeared really because
Mm-hmm.
the regime never did anything wrong. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
failure's not tolerated. So, yeah. Yeah, I can see how that feels like not getting what you want.
Yes. Now, for me, this miasma is slightly different. Like it's connected to,
Mm,
I don't always get what I want, but it's the cause of it is a different thing.
mm,
And what it is this deep, I mean, you'll laugh because it's so fucking current, but like this deep wounding in a person's spirit that doesn't allow them to feel love or empathy in the normal ways,
mm,
and instead can only feel okay if they are in complete control of the world around them.
mm.
Like instead of big dick energy, it's big dictator energy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So now may feel challenging to do, but would you be open to us helping to bring through a healing for those very, very lost souls who feel like that the only way for them to feel okay in their body is to do this?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm already getting an image. And again, this is such a current moment in time image, very current from even just the last few days. That's so interesting. We're in Australia, so we don't necessarily know US sports stuff, but at the
Yes.
half halftime show
Mm.
of the Super Bowl, which
Yes.
was recently, just this last couple of days ago. At the very end, there was a billboard behind the singer Bad Bunny, and it
Yes.
had that powerful message on it that said, "The only force more powerful than hate is love."
Yes.
So I have that billboard and Bad Bunny in my mind's eye right now.
Mhm. Yes.
And I feel like bringing it here is the right thing to do.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Thank you, Bad Bunny.
So that's the beginning. Thank you, Bad Bunny. Oh my goodness. What a billboard.
That is
Bring
perfect.
here.
Yes.
Okay. Here it is. We're putting it up. It's just appearing actually. Okay. It's there. It's lighting up.
Wow. I can just feel like the energy of it
Mm,
and then the energy
yes.
shifting of it, like of a
Radiating. Yeah.
ripple effect.
Yeah. It's just radiating outwards.
And this is not like we can change history, but we can change the story of that history.
Mm.
We can change the way it lands in our spirits and lands in our ancestors' spirits. And just this kind of love and attention and intention can work seen and unseen miracles. So, would your ancestors be open to having a babushka circle where we mother and grandmother baby Stalin? This is so fucking nuts. I can't believe I'm saying those words, but okay, great. That's what we're doing. Are you open to that, Tim?
Um, wow. Wow. I don't know. I don't know if
Mhm,
they are.
mhm. That's completely fair.
I don't know if they are. They're like, yeah, he has his own we will do our thing and he
Yes.
has his own ancestors for that.
Yes, that's
He
completely fair. Oh,
Yep.
that's a good idea. That's a great idea. Thank you, babushkas.
Yep. They're just like, no, no, we're gonna spend our energy on our stuff.
Yes,
He's got his burdens to bear and his yeah, right, okay. Yep. So he can have love further back, maybe they can find ancestors who are whole
yes,
for him. Hmm.
yes. And your babushkas can love their children and their grandchildren, and they're doing a
Mm.
beautiful job of that. Okay. What is needed in this space? Okay. Tam, you and your babushkas you don't have to join the circle. You can witness
Mhm.
it from a distance, or if you've got other work to do, or they just want to tell you stories, do that. I'm going to just
Yeah.
invite any ascended masters, any angelic beings, any benevolent ancestors, any grounded light workers who wish to be a part of this healing ritual. And we draw a circle and we place inside it young Stalin, young all of the ones who have held this energy and who hold this energy. And I thought they were going to talk to them, but instead they're just starting to coo. They're doing mammalian noises, the
Mm.
oh, oh,
Yeah.
oh, oh, oh. And what they're doing is they're just bringing in this love, this holding, this different awareness to these beings. Little ones, may you know that it is safe for you to hold love in your bodies. Little ones, may you know that your energy fields can be healed so that you can be a safe container for love and empathy. Little ones, may your heart beat in time with the earth and with the angels. May you regulate your nervous system of theirs. We see the journey that you are on, and we are praying for you, and we are loving you, and we want you to be healed and whole and happy. May all beings be at peace, and may you be at peace, little ones, now and forever. Okay. They've told me that they are going to continue that healing circle for them, but that was all that we needed to participate in. That beautiful billboard is blinking its message. And if it can change one action a day, just one more action towards love, whole lineages can be restored and healed. How's that feeling for you, Tam?
Yeah, that's good. My yeah. So part of what we did while you were off doing that was to just kind of almost sort of blow the feeling of that love and the billboard down the timeline that had missed out, sort
Yes.
of, and just watch as those flowers bloomed along it. And once that was set in motion, they were very much cool. Grab the snacks. We're going to watch what's happening over here. So we came. So there was a bit of a rummaging in the handbags for the stashes of little snacky bits and a
Oh
bit
my
of,
gosh.
oh, yeah, look what's happening.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, yep, yep. Cool. Oh yeah, we don't take part in that. When some of them are like, yeah, I'm not over that at all.
No.
So I'm just going to sit here and go, yeah, you go for it. But I'm
Yeah.
having a snack. I'm having a snack and I'm watching, and I'm like, oh gosh, okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. And I myself was like, yep, I can feel I'm not over that shit either. And none of us have to be. We get to sit here and we get to be glad that there is work going on.
Yes.
But that is okay. It shows us where we, where the limits are in us right now as well. So
Of
that
course.
was good to see. But yes, the timeline has the love breathe through it and the flowers going through it now too.
Oh, that's beautiful. And the thing it reminds me of, in the last episode we spoke about, I
Mm.
very briefly touched on Jenna Kutcher and how she was able to
Yeah.
speak to her people in her way, and
Mm.
how I feel like every single person has their role to play. And so it may not be your babushkas and your lineage to have to do that healing or have to do that. You get to do what's called upon you. And then the ones that are called to that work can do that work. And there's just 7 billion ways for us to turn up in this world and to do this healing work. Also, I love that your people brought snacks and
Oh, they've always got snacks about their person.
about their person. I did a ancestral lineage heal for someone who had German ancestors, like in like the Austrian Alps, the German Austrian, and it was so funny. We were building, like in this ancestral line, we were building a fire, and then all of a sudden, all of her like great aunts were like, "Oh, well, if we're gonna have a fire, we should have some tea." And it was like, we're building this fire to clear some old contracts, but they were like, no, if we've got a fire going, might as well have some tea.
Yeah.
And, the cake comes out of the, like, mysteriously
100%.
comes out of an apron, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I guess we're having a little sit.
We're having a little sit and snack here. Doesn't just because there's contracts involved doesn't mean there's no food. In fact, food first.
It's true. I love it. This is a sacred breaking of bread together. It makes it so joyful.
That's it. You know, mine are like, oh yeah, I brought the pickles in my pocket. I've got,
the pickles.
100%. Yeah. Pickles and a little knife to cut bits off and offer it to people. You know, what, you want some? I'll cut some off for you. Yeah. Yeah, have a slice.
So resourceful. I love it. One must have nourishment on the journey. One must.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. Okay. And so with all of these babushkas, with the help of Sweetie the magpie, I'm going to fly up above this space again, giving thanks to the babushkas. And as we're looking back over the ancestral lines, this tree right back to where you are right now, how's that all looking now?
Yeah, that's good. There's flowers blooming along the lines, all the lines.
Yes.
Yep, spreading out.
Yeah. And just a song of we can always get what we want. It's just the changing of the lyric, just the eradication of an apostrophe and one letter, and that's all we need.
That's it. Yep.
Okay, so you ready to come back into the present moment?
Yep,
Or is there
absolutely.
anything else that needs to happen here?
No, don't think so.
All right. We
Feels good.
Give thanks to all your babushkas that have worked with us. We give thanks to all of the light workers back in the red square and the red circle.
Yeah.
And may the healings continue to echo through time with sincerest love. So coming right back right here to this present moment, this present day, giving thanks to Magpie for being our faithful companion on the journey. Rubbing hands on heart, belly, legs, anywhere that needs it, top of head. Anything that does not belong to us goes back to original owner.
Whoops. Yep. Amazing.
Beautiful.
What a trip we have been on.
Rip. What a journey.
What a treat. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me.
So when we look back to that original question of this 6-month program, people not yet signing up, deepening the work, how do you feel about it now?
Yeah, I feel curious because perhaps it needs to shift into, a monthly thing or something like that. There might be some shift that needs to happen, but, I'm, happy to look at that, happy to kind of see what happens, see what it brings. And yeah, happy to keep sharing it, talking about it, just excited by life in general.
And how are your younger selves all feeling about this journey now?
Oh, that's a good point. Oh yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. They're the ones that were happy are happy, and the ones that needed something are off doing their thing, being looked after,
Mm-hmm.
reading. Yeah, love
Mm-hmm.
it. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
how nice.
Mm.
How nice.
What I find with doing the ancestral work as well usually takes about 72 hours or so for the full
Mm.
effect to roll back all the way through the time, right back to where you are now. So that'll
Ah,
be
72 hours.
Sunday-ish your time, I'd say.
Lovely.
And so there might just be a different feeling that comes up of
Mm.
like, ah, okay, oof, let's go. More
Nice.
insights that might come up during that time.
Nice. I've made a note
Mhm.
that you saw me there writing something down. I've made a note for Sunday to just check in with myself or keep an eye out for that. How beautiful. Oh,
Mm,
how
mm.
fun. Thank you.
So
Thank you
you have
so much.
all the backings of your inner selves, your younger
Mm.
ones and your older ones, and you have the backing and the energy of all your benevolent ancestors who are all cheering you on with their hankies and their flowers. Oh, darling, 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 we have things to tell you.
I know. They're a noisy bunch. Oh my
I love
goodness.
them. Chatty Cathy's. I love them. Thank you for being so open to going on this adventure. And I'm excited to hear about how it evolves over the coming days and weeks and how things
Yeah.
shift. We can catch up
Yeah.
on in a future podcast episode and
Ooh, how
Ooh,
exciting. I will let you know. I'll let you know.
ooh, all the details. And to everyone who's listened to this epic journey, this was big and this was deep, and we went to all of the places. And sometimes the answer is a simple strategy, and I'm very happy to give them. But sometimes we need to go so much deeper than that. And we need to clear our energy. We need to really get all of our inner selves on board and
Mm.
also do a little bit of time traveling, because isn't that what everyone does for goals? They do a little bit of time
Yeah,
travel.
doesn't everyone do that on a random Thursday? Like, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Come on.
What else are we going to do with our time?
That's right. That's right. We're gonna go time traveling, and we're gonna, sit and have an audience and, eat the equivalent of, I don't know, their popcorn, I guess, while you watch something happen and
Exactly.
have a
Exactly.
gherkin.
Have a gherkin, love. Oh,
Have
we've
a
got fire
gherkin.
going. Oh, let's just put on some tea while we're here. While we're
Amazing.
here.
Amazing.
And if you would like to experience this kind of deep level of intuitive and strategy coaching with me, there's two places that you can get it. Firstly, in the Academy, just in the general tier, you'll get 1 month. Every single month, I do a 1 hour coaching call like this with the group. And then if you were like, no, I want to dive deep into this, Grow Mastermind is for you. I do calls like this 3+ hours a week. Plus, you get Take Action Club, plus you get all of the other offerings in the Academy as part of Grow Mastermind as well. And we're doing full day quarterly planning retreats, which will be so delicious to go even deeper on the day. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Tam. And thank you to Magpie, of course, who was the star of the show.
Yeah. Yes, though and also the cocky who actually decided to say something on the call, on this show as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. We're grateful. All right. Lots of love to everyone. May your day be
Yeah.
blessed. Friends, I wanted to give you an update on what exactly happened after this healing. So right on the 72-hour mark, Tam had someone enroll in her program, and not just enroll, but enroll at the VIP option. So $1,200 of support, which is just magical. And I so love how miraculous this work can be. And it's not like we just do the inner work. Of course, the outer work is still happening. And when you confuse those two things together, the inner work and the outer work, that's when big growth and big miracles can happen. I'm excited for what's next.